And the time's 8 minutes to 9 o'clock on this Monday morning. Well, we're into the pantomime season now, and we've sent along our drama critics, plural, to see the pantomimes. And the first of them is Mother Goose, which has arrived at the Bristol Old Vic in King Street. Our critic is Shirley Brown, and she's got a couple of assistants with her this morning, but to them in a moment. Shirley, first of all, what do you think of it?
I thought you said we sent our drama critics, and the first one is Mother Goose. No, not Mother Goose, it's Chris Harris at the Bristol Old Vic, playing Mother Goose, and he's part of the same team that produced Aladdin last year. So it's another jolly good, local, traditional panto. It's got a good story, a bit of an unusual story, because there's some sadness in it. It's not all jolly, because Mother Goose isn't altogether a nice person, which is a bit unusual for a dame. She's usually everyone's favourite. But it's got lots of interesting traditional characters: the dame, the villain, the fairy, the hero, the heroine, and of course an animal, but not a cow, not a horse. This one's a giant goose that dances.
Pantomimes, Shirley, are not for the likes of you and I, really, are they? They're for children.
Well, apparently the younger children enjoyed this one most, but I enjoyed it a lot too. I mean, not all the grown-ups did, and it was quite long. I mean, it did go on for about 3 hours, but I suspect that'll get shorter as the run goes on, and they get used to doing it. They've only just started.
All right, let's turn to the experts, shall we? We've got Shirley's nieces with us this morning, Lauren and Dana. Lauren is 7. Good morning, Lauren.
Say good morning to Roger.
Good morning.
And good morning, Dana, who is 4. Good morning, Dana.
Good morning.
Dana wants to eat the microphone, I think. All right, Dana, you're nearest the microphone first. Tell me what you thought about the pantomime. What did you think of it?
I liked it when it was painted into flower.
This is the traditional painting scene where Chris Harris and Patrick Miller get as messy as possible. They get as messy as possible by painting each other, and they paint each other as flowers. So,
how much of a mess did they get into, Dana?
A lot of mess.
A lot of mess.
They got their clothes painted all up.
Did you laugh a lot?
Yeah.
yeah.
That was the best bit, was it? Who was the nicest person in the pantomime from your point of view? Who did you like most of all?
The fairy.
The fairy. Right. Let's find out from Lauren. Morning, Lauren.
Morning.
What was the best bit for you?
The bit when Priscilla kept laying all the golden eggs.
Priscilla was the goose.
And how many golden eggs did Priscilla lay, do you know?
She laid like 11.
11 golden eggs. What happened to the golden eggs?
Mother Goose sold them for a kingdom.
How would you like to take home some 11 golden eggs? Be rather good, wouldn't it? Somebody's kicking the table. Who's kicking it? Is that Dana?
Please, Dana. No.
Thumping noise going on in here. Shelley said she thought it was a bit long. What did you think, Lauren?
It was long.
But it was fun.
Yeah.
We really did enjoy it. And at the end, they sang a special song, didn't they? Mm-hmm. And we liked that song so much, we sang it all the way home, and we've been singing it ever since, all weekend.
Do you think you could manage it now?
Can you sing the song for Roger?
I don't know it.
Yes, you do, Dana.
Go on, have
Ready? Roger, count to 3 and we'll sing the song.
I haven't learned it.
Well, have a little go, because Shelley knows it, and you know it, Lauren, don't you? Okay? 1, 2, 3.
Goose, 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 goosey, lay a little egg for me. Goose, 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 goosey, I want one for my tea. I haven't had an egg since Easter, and now it's 3:30. So, goose, 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 goosey, lay a little egg for me.
I bet they don't sing it as well as that in the pantomime, do they? That was brilliant. Well done. Thank you very much indeed, both of you.
Thank you, Roger.
I'm glad you had such a good time. Shirley Brown with Lauren and Dana Waterworth, who went to see Mother Goose, which has now opened at the Bristol Old Vic. 4 minutes to 9 o'clock the time. Good morning. It's Morning West on your local station, BBC Radio Bristol. In the story.
Alice, she was laying on the grass, and her sister was reading a book about history.
And did she just lie on the stage and read a book about history all the time?
Yeah.
Did she? That's all that happened, was it? Go on, tell us what else happened, Dana. You're shaking your head like mad.
I liked all of it, but the bit I liked the best is when Alice was falling down the rabbit hole.
She fell down a rabbit hole. What was at the bottom of the rabbit hole? What was there when she fell down?
Wonderland.
Wonderland. And what was Wonderland like? What was there?
Well, there were some mad people and pretty funny people and...
Like what? Can you just remember any of them particularly? Who did you like best? What about you, Daniel?
Well, when Alice was falling down the rabbit hole, there was a scream.
Was that frightening? Scary?
No.
No, not scary. So you weren't frightened? No. Were there any strange creatures or strange people when she got there?
Yes.
Tell me about them.
Well, there were the turtles.
Turtles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a turtle, and there was this weird kind of turtle. It had ears and feet like sheep.
How very strange. That wasn't a thing called a jabberwock, was it? Was it one of those in it, or was that in the other story? Shirley Brown, whose auntie is with us as well.
Actually, it was a mock turtle.
A mock turtle? Oh, that makes a difference.
Yeah, and the special thing about this production is that it's all been done by students at the theatre school, and the costumes and the set are absolutely magical. They're all based on the original Tenniel drawings that illustrated Lewis Carroll's story.
So it's back to basics, back to the original, eh?
It is, and it's very funny, it's fast-moving, it's only 2 hours long, and the children did absolutely love it, and they got very involved. And it does use puppets and bits of film. Dana was saying about the scream when Alice fell down the rabbit hole, and so when we go in and out of things...
I thought it was a scream.
Yes, she wasn't scared. But and it also features Alec Jones as one of the curious creatures, the Griffin, and there's all sorts of people that you recognise. It's all larger than life, very well done, very funny, and you really did like it, didn't you, girls?
Mm-hmm.
What made you laugh most of all, you two? Lauren, what made you laugh most? Deep thought. Dana, did you laugh at anything?
Yes.
What was that?
When Alice was falling down the rabbit hole.
You liked her falling down that hole, didn't you? Poor old Alice.
You remember? What are you going to say?
When the caterpillar was on a toadstool and he was smoking a pipe.
A caterpillar on a toadstool smoking about. That sounds pretty good. I think I better go and see it, don't you? Do you think all children want to go and see it?
Yeah.
Right, thank you very much indeed. Lauren and Dana and Auntie Shirley Brown. Now the weather with Neil Bewley at the Weather Centre.
A slow easing of the winds as the day goes on today, thankfully. As far as the weather's concerned, not too bad a day at all, really. It's going to be sunny intervals and just one or two scattered, isolated showers about. I think most of the showers coming along the coast of Avon and Somerset, but further inland, some good sunny intervals. Temperatures today on the chilly side, around about 7 to 8 degrees Celsius. As I say, still with that fresh wind this morning, but it will ease down as the day goes on. Cloudy with some rain overnight tonight, and the winds picking up once again towards the end of the night, but not as strong as they have been yesterday. And that's all from me, Roger.
And that's almost all from me this morning too. Thank you to Neil Bewley at the Weather Centre. Jenny Lacey in a moment. The time is 9 o'clock. And the time's now 4 minutes to 9. And I've been joined in the studio now by two large black rats and two young ladies and theatre critic Shirley Brown, who's been to the Bath Theatre Royal with Dana and Lauren, who will talk to you in a moment. I like the rats. Shirley, you've been to see Dick Whittington with Ian Botham. What's Ian Botham like in pantomime?
He's very enthusiastic, and he's in a double act really with Robin Asquith, the chap who starred in all those Confessions of a Window Cleaner and all sorts of other tradesperson. And although Ian does his best, and there are some nice sort of little bits in it, generally this pantomime to me seemed much more too much geared to TV and personalities, and somehow it just didn't work. It had all the ingredients of pantomime, but it didn't really work. It had wonderful sets, some lovely effects, an excellent couple of speciality acts, some magic from Richard and Mara John and a black light, that sort of fluorescent bright colours in the dark, and an underwater scene with fish and everything. And Dot Cotton from EastEnders was there, and I like her. She was, and we've got Robert Duncan from Drop the Dead Donkey. He was playing King Rat, actually. He was the big villain in this one.
Peppered with television.
Peppered with TV people, and lots of TV references, which a lot of which I didn't get, and which went completely over the heads of the little ones. But they actually enjoyed it, so there's no accounting for taste, is there?
Okay, let's ask the experts now, shall we? Good morning, ladies. Go have a squeak on your rat first, just to show people what they're like.
Squeaky rat, Dana.
They actually bought their rats at the theatre.
See, there is.
What was the best bit of the pantomime to you?
The bit when they were doing magic tricks and the man made a girl balance one of her elbows on the tip of the flag.
Well, she balanced just on the tip of her elbow.
Yeah.
Levitation, isn't it? That's what it's called. I told you afterwards.
Jolly clever. What about you, Dana? What did you like best?
I liked it I liked the magic bit when they said they were gonna chop up the rats into pieces, and I liked the bit when the Halloween bit, and he said, I guess we'll have to sleep in this haunted house tonight. And I liked it when they went nighty-night pajamas night.
Sounds as if you enjoyed it a lot. Were there some good songs?
Yeah. This is the song I made.
Give us a little song, then.
My body lays over the ocean. My body lays over the sea. My body lays over the ocean. So bring back my body to me.
Enough. I'm danger home, my program totally taken over now, but thank you. Speak to rats again then. I think it's fairly clear that whatever Shirley Brown says, certain members of the audience had a great time last night at the Bath Theatre Royal. It's Dick Whittington, it's Ian Botham and Co. Now the weather with Terry McKechnie.
Yes, good morning. Well, there's a marked change in the weather now. We're getting mild southwesterly winds coming in. And we have a warm front crossing the area at the moment. And that's bringing the rain and drizzle that we have and some fog over the hills. But that will gradually peter out that rain this morning and brighten up a bit this afternoon. We might even see a glimpse of the sun if we're lucky. Temperatures getting up to very mild, 10 or 11 by afternoon. That's up to 52 Fahrenheit. And there will be a moderate southwesterly breeze picking up as well. And tonight, well, I think mostly cloudy, and we'll see some rain coming along late in the night, but otherwise mostly dry at night. The temperature's no lower than 8 degrees, that's 46 Fahrenheit. And there will be a brisk southwesterly wind. And the further outlook for the weekend, well, Saturday wet and windy, Sunday brighter with some showers. That's it.
Thank you, Terry. Should the police clear the beggars from our streets? That's the Friday referendum question from Jenny Lacey. Ring an hour, Bristol 238877. It's 9 o'clock. BBC Morning West on BBC Radio Bristol, and we're off to the pantomime once more. This winter we've been sending our critics along. We've also sent some special critics who are visiting this country from America. Dana and Lauren were with us in the studio again this morning. Morning, ladies. How are you today? All right? What did you go and see?
Snow White.
Snow White, eh? Now, we have our professional senior critic with us as well this morning, Helen Reid from the Western Daily Press. So let's ask her what she thinks, and then I'm going to ask what you think. Is that okay? Is that fair? Right, they're nodding. Helen, what about it? Bristol Hippodrome's big pantomime.
With the big commercial pantomime, there's always the fear that it's going to be very slick and brash and noisy and have no sort of special character or flavour to it. But this one is very pretty and sweet and funny, and I liked it very, very much indeed. Cinderella's crept in a bit. Snow White's been turned... Cinderella has crept in because she's been turned into a servant. And she has a Buttons figure called Muddles. And there's a Dame Cook too, but I suppose Snow White hasn't got this sort of, panto comedy element in the story, so you have to introduce it. But I mean, he's one of the great hits, Muddles, Andrew O'Connor. Really goofy. He looks like a big baby dressed up in adult clothing, and he's very, very funny in a simple sort of goofy way that the kids love him. And Diana, of course, is very good at getting rapport with the audience. She sings very sweetly, and there's a very wicked queen. Nice scenery, and, dwarfs. It's totally traditional, no padding, no magic, no conjuring acts, bit too romantic music for me, but then I don't like sugary stuff.
Well, you know about you.
Yeah.
But that about... Was it very funny?
Oh, yes, lots of laughs, yes, yeah.
Right. Okay, let's turn to our other panel of reviewers. Coming close to that microphone in a bit, because I shan't be able to hear you otherwise. Now, we've got Dana and Lauren, who've been to see 3 pantomimes now, haven't you? What did you think of this one then, Dana?
Well, I like the 3 dwarfs. I like everything except the haunted house. And I like the queen a little bit.
A little bit, you like the queen. Why didn't you like the queen any more than a little?